Hey everyone, Evelyn here, and today I wanted to share with you my OPI nail polish collection as well as my ORLYs and my ESSIE polishes. I don't have enough of any of those three brands for them to be in separate videos, so I just figured I'd put them all together and just kind of blast through them. So I hope you enjoy this. Maybe grab a snack or something. Let's get into it. So my first OPI is what I have on my nails, actually. I'll give you one of those. This is a few days old, a manicure, so probably looks a little worn, but I do think the polish overall has held up surprisingly well. But this is my Vampire is Buff, and I would say it's a slightly cool-toned vanilla cream. Really like this one. This polish is called DS Classic. It is a very warm, kind of sandy beige cream base with a scattered holographic effect to it. The particles in this remind me a lot of the Zoya holographic polishes, but this of course has that beautiful warm, I don't know, kind of almost caramel color. It's really kind of underwhelming looking in the bottle, but surprisingly gorgeous on the nails. This next one is called The Power of Pink, and it is a Acrylic. You have a cool tone pink Acrylic base with metallic magenta hex glitter, and then some matte hex glitter as well. Very beautiful. Wore this for Valentine's Day with Pink Friday, which you'll see in a second, and I really loved it. Here is Pink Friday. This is slightly more cool tone in the bottle than it is on the nails, but nevertheless, this is a just a touch darker than a pastel, I would say. Slightly cool toned pink cream. Really beautiful. Alright, so if you've seen my Zoya video, you know I don't need this color. I have a lot of Zoyas that look like this one, but this is one Heckla of a Color. And it's hard to resist this type of dusty purple neutral shade. I definitely love colors like this. This is Red Fingers and Mistletoes, a very warm, glowy, ruby red metallic polish with gold shimmer through it. Stunning. I love it. Obviously, it's kind of an easy choice around the holidays, but anytime I'm craving a very rich, lustrous red, I'll pull this one out. This is a gift from Kyle. This is actually Smitten with Mittens. I've had this for a couple years, and I very rarely wear it, but it is a, I would say a true red jelly base with gold glass fleck shimmer. Let me go ahead and grab Red Fingers for comparison. So here they are side by side. This is Red Fingers and Mistletoes right there, and this is Smitten with Mittens. So you can see the difference between the two. And then my last red, this is Let Your Love Shine. I think this might be my favorite of the three just because it has a touch of berry to it. And I love anything, you know, berry toned, even if it's a predominantly red metallic glowy polish like this. Just that slightly cool kind of black cherry feeling to this really makes it a standout for me. This is my second DS polish, the last one that I own from the DS series, and it is called DS Indulgence, or just Indulgence. And it is a very molten, kind of fiery red-orange with a lot of gold shimmer. Really beautiful. Alright, this is Never a Dullest Moment. It is sort of a buttercup yellow meets honey mustard. It has a slightly dusty quality to it. It's not as brown as some other mustard shades like Mustard the Courage from China Glaze. I think that makes this a little more versatile. I feel like it's light enough and bright enough to work for spring, but still has that fall feel to it. So really good one. So a soft spot for this one and the rest of the Nordic collection. This is a beautiful kind of a jade green with a little bit of a slightly blue undertone. Super gorgeous, a little more vibrant on the nail than in the bottle. It's just one of my favorites. The eyes have it. This is a periwinkle cream. Pretty straightforward, but an endlessly likable color. Great for spring. Just has that beautiful blue sky look. Gorgeous. All right, this is my private jet, and if you can see from the brown flash and you're familiar with the different formulas that were released, I think this is version 2. So it's not a straight like black holographic polish. It actually has that beautiful warm, slightly coppery glow and a scattered holographic effect, or I don't know, I can't tell if it's linear or scattered, but it is on the subtle side. Regardless though, this has a very kind of cosmic Milky Way feeling to me. I do really enjoy this one. And this is Comet in the Sky. I'm not a huge fan of glitter toppers, but I do love the contrast between the matte hex glitters that are in here in a few different sizes, and then the various sizes of colorful, metallic, almost kind of iridescent feeling glitter. It almost kind of feels like there are, I don't know, like someone cast an evil spell and trapped all these beautiful fairies in, along with some dark magic into this bottle. That seems a little far-fetched, but I really love all the beautiful tones in here, and this is surprisingly wearable on a lot of different polishes. I actually love it best over my dog sled as a hybrid. And my last OPI is Center of the Universe, and this is a black cream with silver shimmer. There are some matte black glitter, like hex glitters in here, but they really don't show up, so it almost isn't really worth mentioning, but I wanted to point that out in case you use this and you're like, what are those? Yep, they're there. They don't really do anything. But I really consider this to be stilettos in a bottle. It is, I'm not a huge fan of black polish, but I couldn't resist this one. We're moving on to my ORLYs. This is Mirrorball, and it is a holographic silver polish. I love that it has both a scattered and a linear hollow effect. Excuse the label residue on there. And because it has that duality of holographic effect to it, this ends up being holographic and virtually all lighting, which is quite nice. Next up is Rage, and this is a very cool tone rose gold. It lacks the warmth that a lot of other rose golds have, and this is a foil finish. So if anything, it leans slightly silver, which I do think makes it a little more unique from other rose golds that are out there. But this formula can be brush strokey. It can also tend to show imperfections on the nail, so you have to be careful with this one. But and I didn't always love this, but it is growing on me. I did receive the ORLY Color Pass for Christmas, so through that I will still be seeing some new polishes this year. But this one is called Here Comes the Sun, and it is pretty vibrant. It's almost like in between a taxi cab yellow and a mustard. So here is Never a Dullest Moment, which we saw earlier, and this is Here Comes the Sun. And you can see how much lighter and brighter this one is, and how much more mustardy this does lean. Kitsch You Later is a really bright kind of orange peach mix, cream finish. I haven't worn a lot of these newer ORLYs yet. I've only worn one actually, but I'm really looking forward to wearing this one, especially in the summer. This is Can You Dig It? And I think this is really pretty. It's like a rosy mauve with a bit of a punchy quality to it. And maybe it's, I don't know if it's showing up true to color. This looks quite pink. But there is a touch of like maybe terracotta to this one. This is Happy Camper, a really nice, very cool toned, blue leaning mint shade. I'm a little bit nervous about the formula because this type of color, it just kind of scares me. It's probably going to be a little it might take a few coats. It might be a little fussy, but I'm curious to try it, and this is such a no-brainer type of shade for spring. This is Mermaid Tail, and this is kind of like emerald green, and because it's holographic and a lot of the reflection in the holographic glitters have like a green and teal shift, this really sort of overall straddles the line between green and teal to me. I do layer this mostly, well, almost exclusively over tonally similar shades. So if I have a metallic green or turquoise or teal or something, this is perfect for it. And it really just adds extra dimension, extra sparkle, and a lot of richness. And there it is. Here we have Let the Good Times Roll. This is sort of a dusty slate blue, almost like a faded peacock type of shade. I have a feeling I'm really going to like this one a lot. Here we have Stone Cold, and it is a deep cobalt, sapphire blue glass fleck polish. Sorry, got a lot of natural light. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning. This is Feeling Foxy, and this looks like a charcoal gray, but it has, it's very dark, a very smoky charcoal gray, but it has this almost kind of navy blue tinge to it, so it's really interesting. This probably will just, to be honest, I have a feeling this is just going to look black on the nails unless you're outside. I'm starting to warm up to colors like this, so I'm happy to have it. This is Explosion of Fun, and it has red holographic micro glitter as well as ultra fine magenta kind of berry tinged shimmer, as well as this beautiful super fine like blue shimmery dust in there, all in a clear base. I love the mix of cool and warm tone colors, and I usually just wear this over berry tones. This is one of my favorite greens in my entire collection. It is called Invite Only, and it is a it's like a pool table green, but it has a lot more vibrance to it. It's like pool table meets Kelly green, and if I haven't already said, it is a jelly base. I adore this color so much. This is Galaxy Girl, and it is a really dark kind of plummy blackberry jelly base with a lot of teal shimmer that shifts to sort of a fuchsia. I don't know if you can see that on the side of the bottle there. I have no words for how beautiful this is. This is dark and lovely, and it just glows on the nails. So good. And then here we have Fowl Play, and this is sort of a similar jelly base to the last one. It has that dark kind of plum eggplant jelly base. This has chameleon-like flakies. Hopefully you can see as I'm turning the bottle. And there are red metallic little glitter particles in there as well. And then there's a fine cobalt shimmer. Really interesting, super unique. I think OPI has one called Merry Midnight, but that one's pretty hard to find. This is really gorgeous. There's a little extra look since I had to adjust the lighting. Beautiful. And this is Buried Alive, and this sort of reminds me of like, I just think Java, like coffee and like chocolate and like lattes and stuff, but obviously this is much more deep and intense. It's beautiful, it's metallic, it's glowy, sort of a little bit of a bronze as well as a gold feeling to that one. This is absolutely stunning. And I only have 5 ESSIEs, you guys. So the first is, we're starting off strong though. I do have Shine of the Times, and this is an iridescent flaky topper in a clear base. This was pretty unique when it came out, but it's pretty easily duped by indie brands at this point. But because of how shifty the colors are, this works over just about any color, and depending on the lighting and the color layered, you'll see certain colors jumping out more than others. Right now it looks like it's catching that warm peach, but there's also a lot of green, and there it is, green and blue and purple in there as well. Really beautiful. There we go. There it is with a little bit of shade. All right, this is Stones and Roses, and it is a peachy pink cream. Has a slight dusty quality to it. I don't know, I was just feeling this color, so I snatched it up. Going a little bit darker, this is In Stitches. I love this one. I absolutely love this. It is a marsala, a mauve, whatever you want to call it. It is super, super gorgeous. Love, love, love. This is Yes I Canyon. It's kind of like a persimmon kind of color, a persimmon cream with a little bit of a rusty feel to it. Beautiful. This is Perfect 10. And this kind of is like the color of a tennis ball. A lot of green, a lot of yellow. It has that almost chartreuse feel. I love chartreuse colors, or I love chartreuse polishes. And I think it's a stunner and truly unique for ESSIE. I was really surprised when I saw this. There you have it, my OPIs, my ORLYs, and my ESSIEs. Thanks so much for your patience and for watching this video. Leave in the comments what some of your favorite polishes are, or if you saw anything that you liked, or I don't know, just let's talk polish in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.